Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanish. Thanks for being here. So, as the name suggests, you might have come to know that today I'm going to share with you few of my books which I have in my library. Obviously, this is a very small library. I do agree to that. I've been building it since past few years. Namely, if I have to say, it's almost been 2 or 3 years since I've started reading, and I've grown it till here. I do want to get much books other than this, and obviously I'm reading it each and every day just to be updated with the things. So I would like to share with you my journey. I mean, when I started to read, what was the book when I actually started to read. So let's get started. Well, the first book which I ever read was Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. I still remember that it was December 2018 when I actually borrowed this book from one of my friend, and that was the point from when I actually started to read books. I never knew that I would be inclined towards reading too so much, but fortunately things did end up well for me. So this was the first book when I actually started to read, and I still remember that I almost completed this book of almost 570 pages in around 20 to 25 days. And that was the point when I came to know that yes, I was inclined towards reading a bit, because there was no specific reason why I started to read. I mean, why I got into autobiography. Obviously I did try other books of Chetan Bhagat also before that, but those kind of books are obviously kind of books which are more into nominal reading, and they don't really provide you with any good stuff. Okay, it's just a plain story. You read the story, that's all. Steve Jobs was a really different book for me, because I've came to know a lot of things, what kind of person he is. So this was the first book which I read. Okay, so obviously I'm not telling anything in a particular sequence, but we'll just get started with what books I have. There's so much to show you. So there's this book named The Woman in the Window. This is written by the author AJ Finn. This comes into psychological thriller kind of a stuff. There's a movie on this book also on Netflix. This book is okayish. Okay, I won't recommend reading this book. I tried to read this book, but I didn't really had a good experience reading this book. A lot of you might have heard this book. The name of the book is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. A really great book. I don't need to tell much about this book, because a lot of you might be having an idea of what the book really is. Well, coming back to self-help genre, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Obviously, just like I said, self-help book, a good book, I'll say. There are a lot of things to learn from this book, namely how you can multiply your money, being patient, and all of that. So that is one of the book. Well, after that, the power of subconscious mind. A lot of people, a lot of students might have read this book. I won't go obviously in detail, but this also comes into a self-help genre, and the book is good. I mean, I do like the book, but the only thing of these kind of book is they really have a lot of knowledge. Okay, compoundedly, we just need to use it every day. If we don't really use it, these books are of no use, because what I'll do is I'll read this book, I'll just highlight the pages, and I'll keep it down like this, and I won't touch it again. So well, yeah, this is a different book. The book name is Dear Stranger. I know how you feel. So this book, it gives comfort to the people who are more lonely, who are more towards with themselves. Good book. The author has written it very nicely. He has just tried to whenever we read something, if we usually like it when we feel that thing. That is what the author has done. I don't know how he has done, but it's a good book, and it's less costly. So obviously everyone should read that. Well, talking about the next book, name James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. This book is really great, but the language of the book is very tough. Even after reading so many books, I haven't been able to read this book. I don't know, the language is tough. It is very old literature language. So thumbs up if you are reading books and you are really comfortable reading this book, then you should definitely go with this one. The next book, obviously a very, very special book, The Richest Man in Babylon. coming into a self-help category itself, this book has those good secrets which not many people know. This book is based on a person who who is into an old village. He's a normal person, a person who lives, and how he acquires gold, how he multiplies them, and how he goes to become one of the richest person in Babylon. I think this is one of the book for all of them who really want to succeed in their life, really want to learn the techniques of how we should be multiplying our money and all of that. Okay, so the next book is 21 Lessons for 21st Century. I actually purchased, this is the first copy version which I have. Almost all of the books I usually purchase it from Crossword or Amazon store. This I tried from Instagram, the first copy version. I honestly don't like first copy versions, but I just thought of giving it a try. The book is good. There's a lot of information, I'll say, a lot of them, and it's really tough for any person who is new. Okay, if he says that he want to just read this book, I won't recommend, because the language is tough. The knowledge the author really wants to share is a bit at a very high level. Definitely not a first pickup type read, but once you get used to reading, you can definitely go with this one. Okay, well, the next book, I recently reviewed this book, so I don't need to tell a lot about this book. This book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's basically for all of them, for all of the students, as well as all of the generation people who are really looking to find something new in their life, new people, how to grow up at their office, how to build new connections. So this book is for you, whether you be of 17, 20, 21 years, or you are 16, 17. This book is definitely a read that you should be. Black 13, this book is based on cops, and it's a kind of an adventure journey. I like this book. I like the cover of this book. Mostly I like the way it is made. This cover is very it really I don't have any words to say, but the book is really good. I'll definitely suggest you this book to read, and comes into an adventurous fictional genre. So well, that's the thing. This is another book, The Kite Runner. Has won a lot of awards. I read this book, but I read it half. I didn't I didn't enjoy reading the book. I'll definitely try this book again. The next book is The Compound Effect. So as we all know, what basically compound effect is, compounding of money, you might have heard. So suppose there are stocks and shares, you put your money, and that's how it grows, by dividends and by buyback of shares and all of that. The same way, the compound effect, the book is really great. I love the book. The principles mentioned in the book really help you out. I'll tell you why, because what the main what the author really wants to tell you from this book basically is that you should be willing to put efforts every day. Okay, you can't expect things like randomly you wake up and you are like, come on, I'll go to exercise tomorrow, and you're expecting that you lose some weight. That doesn't really happen. You need to wake up every day. You need to do those things every day in order to have those results. So that is the main message the author really wants to say from this book. Definitely read book. I would definitely suggest you. So I wasn't really expecting this, but I need to break this video into two parts. The reason being that it is taking much longer than I expected it to. I will be reviewing this book, but these books, but I'll make another video for that, wherein I'll review these books. And till now, till Compound Effect, you can obviously see in this video. So stay tuned for my other video, and thank you for watching.